Our guest of honor, Dr. Jack So, Executive Vice President, Mrs. Cherry Jie, fellow former Dean, Professor Rosie Young, Chief Executive of our teaching hospital partners, Dr. Teresa Lee, parents, colleagues, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. My inbox has been inundated in the last few days for obvious reasons. Hong Kong is going through a very rough time at the moment, and I'm sure all of your thoughts are with the victims of the Tai Po Inferno. But Hong Kong stands together, and the world stands with Hong Kong at this difficult time. Besides condolences and support from around the world, friends and colleagues, I was also asked if this congregation should go ahead today amidst cancellations of many celebratory events around Hong Kong. So often at the congregation that we congratulate our graduates on having completed the study and being ready to take on the next stage of their life. But we are the medical faculty. To me, our congregation is an occasion when we remind each other the mission that we set for ourselves when we enrolled into our course of study, be it 4, 5, or 6 years ago for you, or many years ago for those of us sitting on this stage. Our core focus is on serving humanity, alleviating suffering, and making a profound positive impact on individuals and the community. The medical community is but one part, and HKUMed indeed a very small part, to provide support to the Wan Fuk Estate residents in the aftermath of this horrible fire. But the selflessness of our people has moved me and taught me the important values of humanity and humanism. In the small hours of Thursday morning, colleagues volunteered to visit the community centers to make sure medical needs of the fire victims were looked after. In the pursuing days, students and colleagues set up makeshift clinics and pharmacy, as well as mental health support at the shelters. They set up a roster to ensure medical support is available 24/7. They work with other volunteers to ensure the residents receive the daily needs, be that food, warm clothes, a bed, a blanket, a wheelchair, or a clean place for the children to play and study in. My utmost respect to my colleagues and students, and the rest of the whole of Hong Kong, of course. Now, Hong Kong has been through many ups and downs, and this latest incident must be one of the most serious setbacks that we have had. Hong Kong has always bounced back, however. And seeing the pouring love from the whole community, I have full confidence that we will. It will take a long time and a lot of collective efforts. For some, certain damages may never heal, but with solidarity, I am sure we will move forward. Graduates, we must all learn from this experience to become a better citizen and a better medical and healthcare professional or scientist, to promote health and provide the most compassionate care for our people. Now on to my letter to you. HKUMed has wrapped up another year of continued growth and achievement. We are recruiting more people, expanding new directions, and boosting our capacity for innovation and discovery, all at a breathless pace. Amid all that activity, I have been reflecting on our future directions and how to elevate our position as a leading medical school going forward. On the one hand, we are held in high regard in the world, 21st globally in the subject of medical and health, in the 2025 Times Higher Education World Ranking, and the 24th globally in medicine in the QS World University Rankings by subject in 2025. Apart from the excellent academic work that we do, we also provide a warm and welcoming environment that helps us to attract good people. I recently completed 2 fruitful overseas trips to the UK and North America, where we hosted recruitment and network events. I was touched by the warm reception we received from our partner institutions as well as our alumni, some who traveled hours to join us. HKUMed is a wealth of social capital, and it is so encouraging to see the impact our scholars and alumni are having in the world. On the other hand, there is much more that we could be achieving. While HKUMed has consistently ranked in the top 20 to 30 of medical schools over the past decade, it seems that our trajectory has plateaued. How do we crack that ceiling? I have been giving that much thought. If you look at universities near the top of the ranks, such as University of Cambridge, Harvard University, and Yale University, one thing they all have in common is great diversity. Diversity in what they do, in the students they attract, and in their staff. They are also very innovative in how they run their schools and academic activities. I believe diversity and innovation work hand in hand. The greater the variety of perspectives and insights, the greater the chance of producing new ideas and solutions for patients. Fortunately, this past year, we had some wonderful opportunities to further diversify and position ourselves to move closer to the heights that we aspire to. In recruiting talents, I mentioned our overseas trips earlier. In May, my team and I went to London, Cambridge, Oxford, and England's Greater South East, and in August to Toronto, Hamilton, and New York City. One of the key aims was to put out feelers for talented scholars as part of our 140 for 140 global recruitment campaign, especially in the areas of medical research, AI, and data science. Trips like these have been very fruitful in the past. This time, we were delighted to find the response was even more enthusiastic. I was happily surprised by the dozens of inquiries we received and the very welcoming reception at each stop. Many people wanted to explore the possibility of coming to HKUMed, and we spoke with a large number of them one-on-one. Perhaps they were motivated by the geopolitical situation and uncertainty in America. But at the same time, I believe our reputation speaks for itself. We have a lot to offer in terms of research opportunities, funding collaborations, bright students, and so forth. And Hong Kong, as Dr. Jack So mentioned earlier, China is a pretty good place to move your career to, as validated by a recent survey. Our city ranked first in Asia and fourth globally in the World Talent Ranking 2025 that was released in September by the International Institute for Management Development. This external recognition affirms to me that we have the whole package, a great medical faculty and a great place to live, which can help us to strengthen and diversify our talent pool, especially because we are also diversifying our offerings. In terms of engaging with partners, now before I talk about our increasing diversity within HKUMed, let me also tell you about the other fruits we harvested from our visits overseas. Apart from meeting with potential recruits, we had productive discussions on the current and future directions of our interactions with top universities, including new partnerships, research collaborations, and opportunities for our students to spend time at these universities through the enrichment year and other exchanges. In the UK, we visited 9 institutions, including places such as the University of Cambridge, University of Oxford, and the Francis Crick Institute. A couple of examples of our outcomes included renewing our MOU with the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine in October to strengthen engagement on public health and expand EY opportunities. And earlier this month, signing an MOU with King's College London for more frequent exchanges and collaboration. In North America, we touched base with numerous institutions we have existing working agreements with, such as the University of Toronto, Hospital for Sick Kids, and the Princess Margaret Cancer Center in Toronto, New York University, and Columbia University. We also attended the U21 Health Sciences Group 2025 annual meeting at McMaster University in Canada, where we met with representatives from member institutions worldwide. We are also in ongoing discussions with other strategic partners to roll out new cross-border models of academic activity, such as joint taught masters and doctoral pathways, joint postdoctoral fellowships, joint research projects, undergraduate intercalation options, clinical electives, and more. These trips were, of course, not only about institutional engagement. As I mentioned, we reunited with alumni and heard about the enthusiasm for HKUMed and how proud they are to be alumni. It was also a delight to meet with EY and exchange students during both trips. For a number of them, this was the first time ever living on their own, away from home, and they are learning valuable life lessons, such as how to cook and how to stay on top of small daily demands of living independently. The best part is that alongside these adjustments, they continue to thrive academically and take a proactive approach to planning their studies. A number of host institutions spoke very highly to me about the diligence of our students and how they shine in classes. Diversity in practice. I will now circle back to my theme of diversity and innovation. While our first priority is to produce professionals to serve both local and regional healthcare needs, through the schools of Chinese medicine, clinical medicine, nursing, public health, and the Department of Pharmacology and Pharmacy, we have also embraced opportunities to take the faculty in new directions. The School of Biomedical Sciences, which is now 10 years old, has opened more avenues for basic research that go beyond traditional medical health training and research. And this year, we became involved in the new springboard for discovery, the School of Biomedical Engineering. The new school is a joint effort of the faculties of Dentistry, Engineering, Medicine, and Science, with HKUMed as the administrative faculty. I must credit the university for giving us this rich opportunity. Scholars from all 4 disciplines, representing a diversity of expertise and clinical basic research, will be working together to find innovative solutions for patients, improve quality of life, and train new experts. The translation of research will be a critical element here and enable us to contribute to local and national aspirations of making our city and the GBA a global hub for biotechnology, medicine, and health. The school may also help bring students into our clinical sciences education programs. I expect some of the graduates of the BEng BME degree, whose total intake has more than doubled this year to 108, will want to articulate to the new graduate entry track of the MBBS. It is worth noting that the cohort is wonderfully diverse, and the admission scores are markedly higher than before. The connections across faculties will only get deeper. We are now in the process of identifying the founding director for the school. Building on this moment, we will continue to diversify who we teach. In the coming years, the faculty will proactively admit more students from outside the city into our health sciences education programs, widening the range of perspectives and experiences in our classrooms and laboratories. This aligns with the Chief Executive's 2025 policy address to solidify our city's position as a sought-after destination for study and research. I am confident this move will not only deepen our talent resources, but also enrich the overall academic environment. Diversifying our programs and attracting new talent will help elevate the faculty, but we will not stop there. When we look at other top universities, many of them much bigger than HKUMed, one clear advantage stands out. They reach beyond the home city or town. They build a real presence across the countries and around the world. A big part of that is sending the people, staff, and students out into the world. HKUMed has been doing this for years, but this year, we took a bold step forward. We brought together many generous donations to create a new overarching fund for external engagement. What will this fund be for? It will help our staff work side by side with leading international partners in areas like cancer, AI, inflammation and immunology, neuroscience, regenerative medicine, and more. It will also help open doors for our students with scholarships for postgraduate study at partnered institutions such as Cambridge, King's College London, as well as Tsinghua University, where we strengthened ties this year through new MOUs with the Wanker School of Public Health and Tsinghua Medicine. Further down the horizon, we hope we can create a bigger physical footprint outside Port Fulham. This will take time, but meanwhile, our people can continue to bring the excellence of the faculty's work to the wider community and the world. Graduates, we live in a world of great uncertainty and rising tensions, where there are louder voices seeking to roll back diversity and inclusion. Think of what that means for science. More and more, it is being recognized that the world's toughest problems we face require interdisciplinary solutions, which means people with different skills, backgrounds, and perspectives working together towards a shared goal. Diversity in this case is a source of fresh ideas and a guardrail against blind spots. It is not something to be restricted. Think also of what it means to us as individuals. Our lives are enriched when we meet the world in all its shapes and colors, and we will listen to how others live and what they hope for. This also deepens our compassion, something that is especially important for anyone working in health and medicine. So, even as the world feels somewhat loud and unrelenting, I hope you will not be discouraged by the noise of the moment. Instead, remain focused on what truly matters, the quiet, steady, and caring work that aims for the betterment of humanity. Just like water, be patient, clear, and persistent. Water finds a way around obstacles. It wears down stones without shouting. It sustains life without demanding credit. Real progress often comes that way, through many small, smart advances that gather strength over time. Each of you is a drop with your own path as you flow forward to hospitals, clinics, laboratories, communities, and beyond. Your efforts will meet, join, and grow. Streams become rivers, rivers become an ocean. That is how lasting change is made. As you moved on to the next stage of your profession, I hope you will carry the lessons of diversity with you, keep an open mind, think positively, and be willing to navigate the unexpected. These are the values we try to instill in you at HKUMed. Take them into the world and help to make it a better place. You will make us proud, and your own life will be richer for it. Now, before I close, may I once more remind you that today is not a day for celebration, but one of remembrance, and a time when we mourn the lives lost We are part of HKUMed. So, be respectful with and curtail your post-congregation activities. Instead, spend time with your family. Have thoughts on those who are affected in the tragedy. Find out what you can do for them and help Hong Kong to the road of recovery. And with this, I thank you very much and I congratulate you.